Hello everyone, my name is Braylee and welcome back to the Twilight Road, where we learn, protect, and advocate about our soul health, our inner world, and our emotional intelligence through exploring aesthetics, symbolism, and energy. I'm gonna cut straight to it. This is end times. It really is. I'm gonna just be that ass. I've had so many dreams and so many visions and so many visualizations and predictions about the shit that's happening right now in this world, especially obviously in America. Um, and like, what's not clicking? It's end fucking times. If you do not understand the fact that there's no real such thing as Republicans or Democrats and politicians, what's going on right now goes beyond politics. This is not just politics anymore. This is a matter of humanity, life and death. If these demons, if these hollow shells, if these husks of disgusting flesh monstrosities are willing to turn and enslave and defile their own people, what in the world makes you think that you're safe? If they're threatening nuclear warfare, I don't know what planet you have been living on, but we're in the same world. The people that you think are not being that people that are suffering right now that you think may not affect you, just give it time. This is the world at stake that we're talking about. Um, and this is not just simply a matter of beliefs and status and I want to contribute in the best way that I know how, and that is by equipping whoever's watching this video and whoever's interested, obviously for the better good, the highest alignment, the most beneficial alignment for everyone, to learn the tools of self, to be able to connect to yourself, to your soul, to cultivate your soul, and to be able to communicate with your soul, to have that understanding. To me, that is the biggest strength, the biggest, most valuable, most prized possession that we have is our soul and our relationship to our soul. And not for nothing, but a lot of the shit that's going on today, like with bums, stupid ass, disgusting bums like Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and all these other little losers, because that's essentially what they are. They're people who have sacrificed their souls, who have given away their souls, and now they want to take everything that's not theirs, everything that they gave up so long ago, for better, for worse, whatever the fuck happened to them. I'm sure there's a tragic backstory somewhere there, but it really doesn't fucking matter at this point, because the shit that they gave up, their soul, is what they're trying to reap from everyone else in every context. And if you are able to connect with yourself, if you have that relationship with your soul, that recognition and that awareness, that gives you the biggest strength, the biggest protection, and the biggest blessing that you could ever have. And that is the love and the awareness and the mastery of your own self. A lot of these people don't even know who they are. They let themselves get walked over like doormats. They're essentially just shells, just meandering lost shells, and they just happen to get washed up into a very disgusting, very evil tidal wave. And honestly, this is very much how I'm seeing this regime. It's very much the hollow shells that are just following orders because they have no backbone, they have no soul, they have nothing. So why not reach for the instant gratification that they can now? And then the demons, which are the ones that are orchestrating all this evil. They're the minds behind the plans. Netanyahu, Benjamin, whatever the fuck his bum ass, little stupid ass. And I really do believe the fact that the fact that these people are in these positions to begin with, the fact that these people have the protection that they have is my biggest fucking irk, because to me now, this is something I've always advocated for, something I've always believed in, and if we do not implement this now, it's really that's it for all of us. That's it. There's not gonna be no more humanity. There's gonna be no more civilization. There's gonna be no more culture, no more art, no more self, no more soul. All of it's gonna be burned and destroyed and defiled. However, we're not gonna let that happen, and I'm not gonna let that happen. So this is gonna be a short video for tonight until I get a better setup to really go into this tomorrow. However, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown. Your soul. Your soul is your essence. It's your core. It's the seed of you. It's your blueprint. It's what holds all your memories, all your likes, all your dislikes, all the emotions that you've experienced, all the things that you've yet to do and the things you've already done. It's you. It's your DNA. It's your blueprint, your spiritual blueprint. And okay, your blueprint, your inner world. Your inner world is your universe. It's your galaxy. It's what you weave. It's essentially your programming. Your inner world can look and can take so many different forms, so many different shapes. It's an environment that constantly changes and a landscape that constantly transforms with you. And emotional intelligence. This is something that will perfectly tie into what the system that I was mentioning before, and that system coincides with the soul, inner worlds, and emotional intelligence. Things that are metaphysical, things that are supernatural, things that are magical even. These things are experienced, and these things are perceived and understood, integrated through emotional intelligence. It's our capacity to not use our brains to rationalize and force logic onto things that we cannot. We simply cannot. It's how we receive and how we are able to interpret energy, be it from somebody else, be it from a song, be it from a movie, be it from an environment. Emotional intelligence is our capacity to receive. It's our sensitivity to existence, to life around us, and the things that affect that, both positively, negatively, and neutrally. And this all is part of our spirit. These three components are what make up our spirit, our intangible, energetic, star body selves, I would even say. And what's going on today is so beyond politics that if we do not implement the system of the soul now, it's done so. Because we've been so, and this is something I've said since I was younger, we've been so desensitized and so programmed and groomed into becoming insensitive, to becoming apathetic, to becoming stupid and unaware and honestly just damn near dead, where our resources are being destroyed, our brains are being destroyed. The things that we're constantly surrounded with is just propaganda and slop that's meant to corrupt us even more to the whims of the demons that just want to rape, pillage, and honestly just gorge on us. And we've been so disconnected from each other and from our humanity, from our souls, from ourselves and to each other, and to the greater purpose of why we exist. And it's life, to live, to experience, to learn, to evolve, to grow, to adapt, to become better. And if you can't see the fact that stupid, disgusting, childish, undeveloped bums like Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, Benjamin Netanyahu, these little losers that are pretty much just going on extreme acts of evil for the fact that, one, is just a disgusting lump of flesh that wants to have his ego stroked, and he's damn near dying already, we all know. So he's just trying to go out on his big kabang and be memorized and have his ego stroked until he fucking passes. He doesn't care about anything else. He just cares about himself, clearly. And the other one is a fucking religious zealot that is literally a fucking cult leader, not trying to, because he is brainwash and to use religion and to use God and to use any kind of higher power, spiritual essence as the justification for your acts of literal evil, of crimes against humanity, of the attack on life. You're a fucking bum, you're a demon, and you're not invisible. It's very clear what you're doing, and it's very clear that bums like Donald Trump as well are just being blackmailed and being coerced and being dragged along into this crusade, because even though he's stupid, he's still evil. Netanyahu is evil, but he's evil for the pure fact of being evil. And I do believe that there's people out here that still have some semblance of hope for life and for the future, and these are the people that I'm really, really wanting to reach. I'm gonna keep it short, like I said, even though it's already 13 minutes long. This is the era of the soul. This is the era of life. This is the era of experiencing the magic of existence and fighting for it, advocating and learning about it. Not letting it be defiled, not letting it be corrupted, not letting it be forced and defiled. And I'm just being very careful with my words because I need to make sure that this comes out. But trust, I will be saying exactly what the fuck I want to be saying, one way or another. I love you all. Be safe. Sit with yourself. Let yourself feel your emotions. And definitely take note of the things that you see, hear, feel, all that. That'll be just a little assignment for you if you wanted to get into the waters of your own soul. My content is for entertainment, educational, and artistic purposes only. Do not take what I say in the place of your physicians, your advisors, your consultants, and most importantly yourself. You And we as individuals are all responsible for our own health, our own safety, and our own privacy. That's a wrap for now. I love you. Be safe. And remember, we're in this together.